Hello and welcome to Foodie Crawl, where we'll be going around central London exploring different cuisines and local businesses. Today we're going to be solely focusing on Japanese food, and we are making a pretty sweet start at Wa. Give you a bit of an idea of what Wa is all about. It's a Japanese pastry. Wa is a Japanese patisserie. Wa is a Japanese patisserie which is located in Covent Garden and in Ealing Broadway. I would highly recommend it. I've come here plenty of times and it just gets better every time. We managed to luckily get a few items before closing time, so let's hope that this is a sweet one. So right over here we've got the melon pan. I'm super excited to have this one because it's a very popular choice generally with Asian pastries. It's definitely a popular with my friends. So look at that. There's a bit of, once I touch here, you can feel like a little bits of sugar in there, and we just do the aesthetically pleasing rip like that. Look at that. Look at that. It already looks I can already tell it's delicious. I'm gonna pass it over there to you. Yeah. Now, let's see. This is so good. It's got a bit of a melon aftertaste. You can definitely get that bit of a kick of melon in there after, but it's kind of taken over by the sweetness of the pan itself. And you can feel the sugar as you chew and bite into it as well. Now we're onto the cream pan. Now, I ain't gonna lie, right? Cream pans are the one. They are the one. It just has such a custard. Rewind. It's also got almond there. But is it almond? I think so. I'm not a nut expert, but you know. Now let's have a rip and see what's inside this bad boy. There you go. Look at that. The cream that's inside that is immaculate. Here you go. Getting that cream out. All right. Yep, it's bussin'. It's really, really bussin'. Like the cream in this is immaculate and it's insane. It's not as, what's the word? The cream isn't really runny, but the sweetness of it. In fact, actually, it's almost like a sandwich of just sweetness. You got the bread itself, which is very sweet, but then inside it's got this really nice, this vanilla custard, which, like I said, when it comes to Japanese pastry, the sweetness of it is like no other. This is a solid 9 out of 10. Bussin'. So now on to the next one, matcha mochi ampan. I can't lie, I do not know what to expect from this one. I am quite nervous because I love matcha, but I do trust this place to get it right. This is beautiful. I mean, even touching it feels great. Like, it's very soft. Now, let's rip into this. Whoa! Jeez. Jeez Louise, that is like, damn, I was not expecting that. Okay, let's have a see to how this is going to be. It's good. It's good. I wouldn't, it does, the mochi feels a bit funny inside. Not the mochi itself, but having like the combination of the pan and mochi. It feels strange. I mean, it tastes, don't get me wrong, it tastes really good. But, wait, let me have another bite. also forgot to mention this lovely red bean paste in it, which is very common in not just Japanese pastries, but just Asian pastries generally. But this is pretty good. I wouldn't say it was as good as the cream pan.
Bro, I don't think I could even rip it. Jesus Christ. There you go.
Go on.
It's meh. Not that bad.
Now we're on to the curry bun. Now it's something that my mum gets a lot actually when she does go to the patisserie. What is a Japanese patisserie? She always gets the curry bun. It's one of my good favorites as well. I believe this is the vegetable curry bun. So let me rip that for you right open. Yep. Here it is. Look at that. Let's give this a go. It's pretty good. It tastes like most other curry pans I've had anywhere, but this is pretty good. There isn't a lot of sauce in it. To be honest, it's more bread. I'm getting more bread, but it works really together. It works well together. And it's not like I've seen it before, people trying to make these but it goes all like messy, but this is very tidy, so I can appreciate that. Right guys, have a taste of that.
It reminds me of minced samosa. Reminds me of that.
Right, on our last one. Now this is ampan, not anapan, man, that's different. I'm a new generation ampan man. If I'm not mistaken, this should just be like a typical bun. Although I am feeling something in the middle. Let me just rip it open. Caught off guard a bit. I didn't expect the red bean, but it looks like we are not escaping it. All right, final bun. Let's see if it does the trick. Just a really nice like bread pan with like red bean inside. I mean, pretty straightforward. I mean, it's really sweet. Obviously the red beans, you got a bit of you can kind of feel the skin of the red bean, but it's normal anyway to have that. There's a sweet mushiness to it, and of course the bread being sweet just adds on that extra layer of sweetness to it. So for me, can't go wrong with that.
Oh my God. I taste nothing. I taste the texture, but I don't taste any taste.
You don't taste any taste?
So how can you taste,
I feel the texture.
How can you taste texture then?
I feel the texture, but I don't taste whatever flavour this was meant to be.
From your description, it sounded like it was very sweet.
For me, it was.
It is actually very sweet. It is extremely sweet.
We started off the day with sweet stuff. Now we're ending it on the savoury note. So why don't we hop over to Old Street? That's right. Now we're about to get on Northern to... Why are you laughing? What? What did you say? What'd you do? I don't. What did you do?
I'm looking at the camera, you just started laughing.
Oh, he's saying your face is funny. He's saying your face is funny. Oh, you shouldn't have that.
It's fine, I'm a clown.
Huh?
I'm a clown.
You're a clown.
We're finally made it. We're outside Monohon Ramen. Now, this was one of the places where I went to for my 7-day series. If you check out my Instagram, jaf.0210, when I went around different places for ramen around London, gave my verdict and showed off what were the best authentic places for ramen. And this is definitely one of them. Now, there's only one of this, and obviously that's in here, Old Street. And simply put, it's phenomenal. Definitely one of the top picks for ramen in London. So, let's check it out. So last time I got the spicy tonkotsu. So I think I'm gonna see what their regular one. I'm gonna see what their regular ones are. I'll show you tonkotsu. This is one of the places that unfortunately charges extra for an egg. I personally think that is something that should never happen, because literally an egg is one of the key things in full ramen. Like, it's, for me, it's completely ludicrous that you would make ramen without it. For me, it's absolutely compulsory that that's in there. But the fact that some places charge extra for it rubs me in the wrong way a bit. I mean, I know it's inflation, but still, I mean, nowadays we pay £5 for a meal deal. It's a bit. What's good, guys?
There you go. What is your go-to McDonald's order?
What's my go-to?
McDonald's order.
My go-to McDonald's order? Nuggets, 20 nuggets. 20 nuggets.
Just 20 nuggets?
Yeah, usually just 20 nuggets. But then everything got expensive. So, generally speaking, it is hard to go to McDonald's. I only go to McDonald's when I'm desperate. But 20 nuggets for me. And literally when I get the sauces, it's all barbecue. What can you say about McDonald's? I don't know. Like, it's nothing special. It's just like,
It's like pretty standard.
yeah, you're paying for what you're paying for what you're getting, basically. So I'll never forget when we went to Jollibee, and me and Jackie were saying how Jollibee's fries were like McDonald's fries, but it's not in a bad way at all. Jollibee and McDonald's like have good fries. I won't snag off McDonald's for the sake of slagging them off.
I would say Jollibee's fries are better.
Yeah, I was just saying it was kind of similar to it. Of course, there's a bit of a value being compared to McDonald's, but Jollibee definitely have good fries. Okay, how about this, right? Nuggets or chicken selects? Nuggets or chicken selects? Oh,
冷やし中華セサミソース
Yep.
Mix well, enjoy.
what I got is the shoyu tonkotsu with the attachment, in Franco's words, with the very special featured boiled egg. Pretty much straightforward tonkotsu. Yeah, this is pretty much your standard. This is like your typical bowl of ramen, and it doesn't get any better than this. So good. It's actually not rude to slurp loud in Japan. It's actually a compliment to the chef. It's a sign that you enjoy the food, and honestly that's music to my ears, because I could go all day just eating ramen, just showcasing my enjoyment. Cashew pork here as well. Now, personally, I like them a bit more cooked, but honestly, it's just one of those things where you can't have a tonkotsu ramen without a piece of chashu pork. Tastes quite fatty. Well, with the meat, of course, but bit of fattiness there. In total, that was about £17.40 or something like that. And the only reason why it wasn't £14, which was the original price, was because I got 2 eggs, which I later discovered I accidentally ordered like 2 eggs, but I paid for 2 eggs. I paid for something that's mandatory. It's like, so in Korea, kimchi is like for free. In Japan, green tea's for free. So to pay so for me, it's almost the same as that. Like, you charge something which is, you know, mandatory, but because, you know, you're feeling a bit greedy, you know, you have to charge it in there. Again, it doesn't really work for me, but putting all of that aside, it is definitely one of the better places for ramen you're ever gonna get. Give it a strong 8 out of 10. Strong 8 out of 10. And I've already stated my reasons for it. Paying extra for an egg, unacceptable. Pork could have been cooked for a bit longer, but everything else was pretty fucking solid and good, pretty delicious. Soup was flavorable. Noodles had a really nice texture, really nice chewing down on it. Fun to slurp. Don't get any ideas.
Got him!
It's very very much worth coming back again, trying out the other dishes, and yeah, Monohon did good. Monohon did pretty good. What do you think, John?
I think it did all right. Apparently, I'm in the show now.
Yes, you are. Can't hide your face forever.
I can't remember what I got exactly,
My goodness.
but it was chilled because it's a very nice hot summer day, and flavors blended really well. There were some bits that were a little bit too seasoned, some that weren't, but it all mixed together to create this nice, chilled experience in my mouth.
Would you come back to this place?
Yeah, actually, because my bowl was actually quite a big, hefty bowl compared to yours.
Which I didn't actually expect.
Yeah, mine was very filling. It is heavy. Ramen itself is a heavy dish, but I mean both of our choices are very filling. I mean, if you actually look at your dish and mine, it looks like yours is bigger, but I would say mine would probably be more filling because it's in a soup.
Yeah, I would say your soup was a little bit more thick.
Yes.
So that's why it's more filling.
Yes.
And that's why you get less noodles,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. But I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. And I'm a big ramen fanatic. And for me, 8 is a very, very solid score. We started off very sweet with wah. We went there around closing time, so we didn't get the fresh stuff. Overall, it was pretty sound, pretty solid, very sweet, pretty sweet and savory. Honestly, I personally think we didn't get like the highlights, like the standouts. I think what makes wah amazing is actually the cakes, the desserts. We got more of the breads, like the pans, and I feel like those would have been even better than what we got originally. So I think it's worth going back there and trying out other things there. My experience today was pretty much like how it was when I went last time. Delicious. One of the better bowls of ramen I've had in London. It's better than most places, in my opinion. Would I go back there? I would definitely go back there. Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a lot of interesting things on the menu for you to try. They're doing the cold ramen, the dish John had. Ramen itself, for me, it's a dish that's perfect for winter. Something that will warm you up. So it was a bit weird having it today when it's absolutely boiling and I'm sweating my tits off. But I can never get sick of ramen. Ramen is one of the things it's one of my comfort dishes. When I'm in Japan, at one point I was just having it, not every day, but it was about 60, it sounds pretty bad, 60-70% of the time I'm in Japan, ramen is what I eat. Points to Monohon, they got one of my comfort dishes right, and of course, I am literally Mr. Know-It-All when it comes to knowing Japanese food. So I know my stuff, and Monohon definitely knows its stuff. Thank you so much for joining us today on Foodie Crawls. If you want to see more episodes like this, please give us a like and follow our social tags, Add Oil Productions. Adios. Thank you for joining us today on Foodie Crawls. If you want to see more videos like this, please give us a like and follow our social tag, just Add Oil Productions. Oh Christ! Much for joining us today on this episode of Foodie Crawls. If you want to see more videos like this, please like and follow us on our socials. Please give us a like and follow our social tags. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Oh, Christ.
We're nearly there.
Well, this would be great for BTS, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode.
This episode of Dragon Ball Z. This episode. I'm so defeated.
And follow our social tags, Add Oil Productions. Adios. Thank